Minute and these conspiracies. Let's hop right into it.
There's a 2-kilometer wide pyramid that was just found in Antarctica.
I got a question. Are we f***ing for real right now? I swear to God, if I see one more person talk about this like it's a real thing, I'm gonna lose my mind. You've probably already seen this conspiracy. It's gone absolutely platinum within the student community. It's entirely based on this one mountain in Antarctica that vaguely looks like a pyramid.
Have you heard about the pyramid they found in Antarctica?
Just a mountain.
Just a mountain. Or was it aliens?
Jesus, this guy's got that Medusa stare. I have one question for these people. How do you believe this? Let me just be Perseus for a second so this image is safe to look at. Firstly, this thing is not that symmetrical. Secondly, the continent's buried under thousands of feet of ice. Do you think the pyramid's built on top of the ice? Finally, every single time they show this image, it's really zoomed in because you want to see what happens when you zoom out. Well, that doesn't really look like a pyramid. What happens if we zoom out more?
Oh my God.
It's next to a giant mountain range. What a coincidence. You think maybe this context is
a little bit of research would have literally uncovered.
They want to show. They want it to look like, you know what I'm saying?
They just going with it, man. That's just all you had to do was look it up, twin. What?
To this story. Now let's just crop it out of every picture, slap some bullshit title on there and call it a day. It's so funny to hear conspiracy theorists talk about this like they have their third eye open. All they're proving is that they have the same capacity for critical thinking and independent thought as a lemming. But this thing has pissed me off for such a long time that I decided to make a full video just hammering it into the ground.
Damn. The W promo, I ain't gonna lie to you. That's the one way to promo it, but like the crazy conspiracy theorists have literally made it to where anything that could be true, you just don't trust it. Yeah, you don't trust nothing, bro. That's crazy.
Wild West is probably the most romanticized period of American history. Look, I love Red Dead just as much as you. What did the Wild West actually look like? Check out this book. It's an atlas that's 170 years old, printed in 1855. It was written right around the peak of the California gold rush. The United...
What you looking at? Go back to that photo. It's right here. Huh. I'm not gonna lie. This is gonna sound crazy. I don't know what race they are, right? But I'm gonna make an assumption that's
Hispanic.
They look Hispanic.
They look Hispanic, yeah. So your point is?
And I was gonna say, I didn't really think, you know what I'm saying? The conquistadors
or native.
They don't really look that native. Some of them do.
Some of them do.
Yeah.
Some of them look
I don't know why I never registered. Oh yeah, Hispanics were here for real.
Yeah,
man.
We was fighting them.
You remember the fights?
Oh my God. He can't let it go. He can't let it go.
Rush, you said the United States looked like this. What you're looking at is essentially a first-hand map of the Wild West. It talks about how only a few brave adventurers had traveled into the massive Nebraska territory, or how Washington territory, which only split from Oregon a couple years earlier, had a population of 4,000 people. This is also 5 years before the start of the Civil War. So the populations of the southern states are given as white, free-colored, and enslaved. And the shockingly few mentions of slavery are frighteningly apathetic. It's also beautifully illustrated, with images of Native Americans in their ceremonial regalia, as well as some of their rites and ceremonies, as well as scenes directly out of our classic vision of...
Well, they was drawing, boy. To be an artist back in that
time. Hey, boy. Man, look, bro. It's crazy when you think about how far we've gone. Like, I think about Manifest Destiny all the time, right? I was a crackhead who was like, yeah, man, we should go to the West. We should reach from the East to the West.
Think about the ones that got to the West and then like, they was like, oh, it's all flat. And then they hit the mountains. They was like, wait.
They got through the Great Plains.
You can see them, the mountains of the day. Wait. There's gotta be a way around, right?
They're like, that's the end. That's the end.
That's gotta be the. And then they get there, they're like, how the fuck are we gonna get it? When I'm seeing the map, that's what I'm thinking about. How the fuck did they know where to get around these mountains?
The things that I think some of them actually just went through the trails. And then I think if you go the further south, I think it cracks open.
Yeah, it cracks open.
But this is what
I'm talking about traveling up near the top. Yeah.
But I be thinking about, cause you said it when we went camping. It's like they was out here like this, and I was like, what you mean? It was like they were out here like this, and I looked around. I was like, oh fuck no, hell no.
The Wild West was just
wild, wilderness, no streets, no roads, no nothing.
Wild West. These prospectors in the California Gold Rush. This very dramatic image of a buffalo.
Worst tents.
But by far, the most interesting thing about this book is what it can tell us about the world today. Even though it's 170 years old, it records the foundation upon which modern American society is built. So by reading these historic texts, we can learn a lot about the world that we we live in today. I don't expect everyone to go get a copy for themselves to read because, oh my god. But if you want to see what's in my copy that I somehow found at a yard sale for $50, I just did a whole deep dive into it over on YouTube.
We gotta get like him, bro.
We gotta watch his videos, and we also need to get one of them atlases, bro.
Atlas. Oh,
yeah, one of them books.
I'm thinking about. Never mind. I'm thinking because you're you. When you say Atlas, I think about either old you or film equipment. I just connect that word.
I mean, I ain't gonna lie, bro. I almost bought them you know what's last night, but I was afraid you was gonna kill me.
Probably, you know what I'm saying? Probably.
That's something that seems really interesting, and then you start reading it, and you're like, oh no, it's a stupid thing. That just happened to me right here, and it's pissing me off. I found this article called Ammonite and Amber. Like, that seems kind of interesting. You don't normally see a marine fossil preserved in amber. I started reading it, and the second sentence calls it a discovery that has left evolutionist scientists confused. There's only one group of people that actually use the term evolutionist. That's right, baby. It's young Earth creationists. I was like, there's no way I just accidentally stumbled into...
Yeah, so
what the fuck you go so hard?
What's a young
Earth creationist?
What the fuck is that?
It's gotta be some of the crazies. Based on his content and how he debunks people, this is just something else he debunking.
What the fuck is that? Bro, I ain't know what young Earth.
Let's find out.
The term evolutionist. That's right, baby. It's young Earth creationists. I was like, there's no way I just accidentally stumbled into a young Earth creationist propaganda website. Somehow I totally missed that this website is called creation.com. You're probably wondering the same thing I am, which is what the hell does this have to do with the Bible? This discovery is actually really cool. It was
okay, again, hey buddy, hey, just the guy that likes your content here. What the fuck is a young Earth creationist? You're skipping over the most important part.
How about we just Google it?
We can just Google it.
Let's just Google it. Hold on one second. We're gonna pull it up. It is a fundamentalist religious belief that Earth and all life were created by supernatural acts of a deity, usually the Abrahamic God, between 6,000 and 10,000 years ago.
Okay.
It directly conflicts with the scientific consensus, which dates the Earth to roughly 5 billion years old.
Okay, so this is basically, that's what they call the people who believe the Bible, young Earth creationists. Okay.
So it's just most religions, basically.
Yeah, okay.
All
right.
Okay,
you hate Jesus.
Found in 2019 and contains debris from both a forest and coastal environment, and is the first known instance of a marine shell found trapped in an amber fossil. This Burmese amber is reliably dated to around 99 million years ago, which back then looked like this and was a large coastal forest. X-rays have shown the shell full of sand, which means it was already dead when it was preserved in amber. But what's really cool is that since it's preserved in amber, it preserved the actual shell, where most fossils have been turned to stone or mineralized because of the sediments that they were buried in. Paleontologists hypothesize that this happened because of a coastal storm. As have all seen a storm before, I don't need to explain this one. What I do need to explain is that this is where the creationist think tank starts lying to people. The whole article leads to this conclusion, which argues that this discovery is evidence of the Great Flood. The article argues that the flood would have uprooted massive amounts of trees that
oh my God.
It mixed with debris and then was buried under flood sediment, which provides...
It's like, oh, this was created by a storm. No. So it just had to be the storm.
Now. Look, man. Hey, man, look. Hey, I believe in a good book, okay? Now, science does exist, okay?
Right.
But I could have swore that scientists have said there was a giant storm in history.
I mean, there's probably been multiple.
Yeah.
4.5 billion years, and you think it was only one?
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, there was a big storm at some point. Now, you know what I'm saying? They say niggas was on a boat. Who am I to say niggas wasn't on a boat? I'm saying, like, who am I to say them niggas really wasn't on that bitch?
Well, it was a nigga on the boat.
It was several. It was several. You know what I'm saying? There was several niggas on that boat. Who am I to say they was, you know what I'm saying?
I did enough heat and pressure for it to be turned from resin to amber in just a few thousand years. Now, call me crazy here. The world is only 6,000 years old, and every single tree was ripped up at once in a giant flood. Then why, out of the millions of amber fossils that we've found, is this the first one to have a shell in it? This stuff pisses me off so much. Nothing to do with religion, but because it's blatant science denial that preys on religious people. I couldn't resist going a little deeper into this website. If you thought this was bad, you have no idea.
Oh my God, he's good.
So that puts in perspective.
Right.
That puts in perspective. Okay, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? I don't know shit about the Earth being 6,000 years old. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I don't know where that say that in the book. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what book these niggas read. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I'm just saying. I don't know. That's not my people. That's the mother. That's the, you know what I'm saying? Have you found Jesus?
Oh man, look, I'm gonna take this time to tell y'all to go to InternetCity.store, cop you some new merch, get the drip, rep the city, rep the crew, get this drop before it's gone, cause it won't be here too much longer. I'm telling you, InternetCity.store. Let's move on.
Whoa, stop right there. This is a seal fact checkpoint. If you're like me, the only thing you know about seals is that they're always up to some kind of unserious behavior.
They're like sea puppies.
Ridiculous and completely unprofessional, honestly.
Very
but
much
here's
so.
something really cool. What's the difference between these two seals? This one looks ridiculous and is called a harbor seal, and it lives pretty much everywhere. But this one also looks ridiculous and is called an Ungava seal. It's one of the rarest seals in the entire world.
Okay.
In fact, there's hardly any photos of them online. It's thought that there's only around 100 Ungava seals in the entire world. And while they're technically a subspecies of harbor seal, the thing that makes them so strange is that they only live in fresh water, only exist in a handful of lakes near Canada's Ungava Peninsula. The range is thought to cover only around 250 square miles of freshwater lakes and rivers, making them one of only 5 freshwater seal populations in the entire world. But here's the big question. Why do these random rivers and lakes in the middle of nowhere have their own population of an animal that's almost always found in the ocean? This part of the world was covered in a giant sheet of ice until only around 10,000 years ago. And this ice was so heavy that when it receded, the ground itself was literally compressed from its weight. Because of this, the ocean actually covered this area while the land slowly rebounded back up. Even though seals are a marine animal, they'll still hunt in fresh water. So as this area rebounded, they thrived in the margins between the fresh and salt water. Since there was enough food, the seals just kind of kept going. There's like tens of thousands of lakes up here, and they create like an unsolvable maze. At some point around 5,000 years ago, the sea level had sunk enough that a population of seals just got stuck in these lakes. Since they're a mammal who breathes air, it doesn't really matter if they're in fresh or salt water as long as there's enough food, and have slowly evolved to have different color patterns and skull shapes than their harbor seal cousins. The area that they live in is incredibly remote. It both protects them from humans, but also makes them really hard to study. Frankly, I would settle for just a single video of them doing this.
Hey, don't worry. Don't worry.
That nigga yelling his.
I'm putting the boys on my back. Understand me?
How? What are you talking
I'm
about?
gonna get me a seal. I'm gonna get me a seal.
You
Big woman, I tell you what, I'm in jail.
You taking him out of his habitat.
Nah, it's a habitat for humanity. That's not what the. Oh my God, you're an idiot.
Something wrong.
Look,
This gamer sub's got you. Oh my God! Look how much he dropped. Damn.
Nigga. Nah, look. This is what I'm gonna do. This is what I'm gonna do. Put it on me.
Get like you.
Put it on me. Put it on me. I'm gonna get a seal.
Right.
Then I'm gonna get a pool. And in that pool, I'm gonna put goldfish, so the seal could eat the goldfish.
How do you know the seals eat the goldfish?
If it's a fish, it'll eat it. And when a child in the neighborhood gets on my nerves,
Right.
I'm gonna release the seal in the front yard, and it will.
Right. Hey, use code InternetCity at gamersub.gg and get you some gamer subs.
What kind of pit bull is this?
Right. We gonna get
Matter of fact, that's the ultimate pit bull.
This is one of the rarest animals in the entire world.
That's a coyote
that kind
dog.
of just looks like a wolf. Well, yeah, that's because it is. It's a North American species known as the red wolf, or Canis rufus, and it is critically endangered.
The red
And I
boy.
mean, like,
You went hunting with one of them
critically
before, huh?
endangered. It's currently
No,
estimated
nigga.
that there's only
Woolly
25
mammoths?
to 30 left in the wild.
Oh, whoa.
But that is honestly a
Whoa.
miracle because we came this close to losing them altogether. Before European colonialism, their range was enormous,
Damn.
covering the entire eastern seaboard between Florida and southern New England and as far west as Illinois and Texas. And in traditional Cherokee belief, the killing of a red wolf, or waya, will bring a curse upon the perpetrator. In contrast, the existence of the red wolf and many other species was simply seen as an obstacle to the more extractive and destructive doctrine of the American empire. So settlers obviously just shot these things en masse,
Damn.
and the American government even placed a bounty on the head
They
of
was
every
taking
red
them
wolf
out.
killed, a system that
They
in
was
some
taking them
places
out.
was still active until the 1960s.
Yeah,
But the
that's
real
not-
reason that red wolves were hit so much harder than coyotes or other targeted species is because of their behavior. They spend their whole lives in a tight-knit family unit on a territory of only around 40 square miles. While these families were exterminated by the tens of thousands, the destruction of their habitat ensured that they could never come back. Realistically, this should have been the end of the red wolf. But by some
What happened?
miracle, it wasn't. In the 60s, people started to realize that destroying the entire world to make a quick buck was a bad thing, and a whole bunch of conservation movements were started, including one for the red wolf. Researchers found the only remaining population of red wolves along the Gulf Coast. It took nearly all of them 14
really close.
Hey, bro.
That's really
Hey, bro.
that's really close.
Hey, bro. I'm about to go commune with the big dogs. You understand me? Like 80 folk was trying to kill you. They're trying to get you up out of here. But you know what I'm saying? Like
It's crazy that
me and my
animals don't know that they
was almost wiped out.
Gone. They don't know it. They have no idea. They just here.
You know what's crazy? You don't ever gotta worry about that.
You gotta stop this. This has to end.
I mean, let's be honest.
It's time to retire.
Wait.
No, we're gonna speak for the people. It's time to retire.
Okay.
This you gotta find something new.
Okay,
you ain't found. You got complacent.
Nah,
you ain't found nothing new in like a year and a half.
This is the only thing that's true.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is. What you said earlier, we was fighting.
You gotta get like.
You know what I'm saying? I don't need to be creative when it's still hitting.
No, it
these
ain't.
individuals
Like
into
Scottie
captivity,
Pippen.
at which point
When
the
he
red
high,
wolf was
yeah.
declared extinct in the wild. See what I'm saying, guys? I know this story's sad, but it was this close to being so much worse. A
Like
breeding
the
program
rhinos.
was successfully established, and eventually there was enough that they could be re-released into the wild. And in the late 80s, a population was introduced to one of North Carolina's barrier islands, essentially bringing the species back from extinction. But in the last 10 years, this wild population that once numbered at over 100 has dropped to just 30
what
due to
happened?
things like vehicle collisions, overhunting of their prey, and even a shocking amount of instances of these obviously collared animals being shot. With around 300 individuals in captivity, the species is safe from extinction. But the future of a wild population hangs in the balance, and in the hands of the reluctant inheritors of 400 years of mismanagement, destruction, and propaganda. If you think our planet's as cool as I do, sauce me a follow so we don't lose each other.
I like how he's not just the conspiracy. Like you can see the love of the game.
Yeah.
You can really see the love of the game.
This man wanted one that love it for the world. You know what I'm saying? He wanted that Captain Planet for real. But look, let me talk to you for a second. Talk to you for a moment. Let me get a piece of your Tommy Leg Spickle Spackle. It's time for us to be honest here, yeah? We're the problem.
We are. We are
bro,
100% the problem.
Bro,
like
there
1,000.
Bro, so many animals, so many, like, bro, I was looking at you know, I'm not a documentary guy, but I was looking at a reel, and it was about how we almost, of the many times we almost destroyed the earth in the, I think it was the 80s to the 90s, all the way to the 2000s, the big push for lowering emissions. It was such a big push because people were like, hey, the planet's getting hotter, global warming is a real thing, we need to talk about this. But oil and gas was like, nigga, you trying to fuck with my money? You like, no!
Whether you believe the Hollow Earth theory or not, let me just ask you this.
By all means, ask away. Tell us your pearls of wisdom, conspiracy, Brendan Urie.
Why does it remain forbidden to fly over the poles?
That's how you ask a question as a conspiracy theorist. See, to ask this question, he's implying that it's forbidden to fly over the poles, which it most definitely isn't. If you wanted to catch this flight from Santiago, Chile to Perth, Australia, you would be legally flying over the South Pole. The only reason there's so few is there's not that much populated land down here, while international flights cross the North Pole all the goddamn time.
I'm about to say, there's no reason to fly over the south.
At some point in time, did Google Earth censor polar latitude?
Yes, another question that relies on something that is fundamentally wrong. They didn't censor the South Pole? Look, here it is. Ooh.
Are seeds found floating in the water from the interior of the icebergs?
And another one that's fundamentally wrong. They don't find tropical seeds floating in ice. They find them as fossils because the continent that is now Antarctica used to be at a much higher latitude at a time when the Earth was much warmer. I'm a firm believer that there's no stupid questions, only stupid answers.
And stupid people.
It's stupid. It's no like, oh, let's just look it up and find out.
Dude.
All of this was like readily available information. None of that was like a secret.
You know what I realized? You know they say stupid people don't know they're stupid. Me, I know I'm dumb. I know it's a lot of things I don't know.
I know.
Right?
I can tell what I don't know.
But this is the thing. I don't know how they don't know. Right? Like how aren't you aware? Like, I don't get it.
It's like a video I saw today. It literally, the video was a dude talking to a security guard at a club, and it starts with the security guard
black
saying,
in Houston.
I don't know.
Black guy. It was a black guy and a Hispanic guy.
No. It was a security guard was black. Dude was black with dreads.
Okay.
And it starts with the security guard saying, "Nigga, call the police. If they robbed you, call. I'm not gonna let you shoot up the club." This nigga's so stupid. He went to the security guard not only to tell that he got robbed, which that's okay, but he was telling him that he was about to go get his shit and take it in the club, and the security guard is like, he literally said, "Nigga, call the police." And he's like, "I'm not finna. If you come back with something, I'm gonna have to pop you." And the dude was like, "You gonna do what?" I'm like, "How are you this dumb? How? You would think, first of all, if you wanted to do something, you could have just did it. You probably would have got caught, but you know what I'm saying? But then second, you went and told the nigga, securing the, you know what I'm saying? He was like, call the police, and the dude was like, "You not the police?" He said, "Dude, I'm just security. It's so much." So dumb people have no idea
that they're dumb.
That they dumb. Bro. Like when we do dumb shit on here, y'all see it all the time.
I'm about to go get my gun.
Yes. If we do dumb shit on here, like the Saturn thing that y'all did, like he can see that and be like, I fucked up. It's funny. I fucked up. When I misread something, but we know. It's like I've recently ran into it where like I'm talking to someone, not even talking. Like for example, people have been commenting on my videos, right? And it's one dude. It's one dude in particular, and I had to stop. I was like, oh, he's. Like he really is, right? Because he was like, oh, and the thing is, he was trying to sound intelligent. He was like, oh, it's your hubris. You think you could do something better, da 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 da. And I'm like, just how you're giving me an opinion on my film, I gave my opinion on another film. It's just an opinion, It'd be people in the comments of like the vlog or the short film, and they'll say it'll be like, when is the vlog dropping? You're watching an hour-long vlog, and you just ask, when is the vlog drop? Holy fuck!
No, did you see there was
or they're watching a film. When is the film?
Where, bro? And I remember somebody even commented on the actual vlog. When does the whole short film drop? Twin, this is the whole short. Do you not know what a short film is?
But yeah. Anyway.
Scientists are having a hard time explaining the strange mystery that's happened inside of this ancient Egyptian temple.
Oh my God.
It's a little something that I like to call not true. Okay. As a show of good faith, I'd love for you to tell me more about your conspiracy theory over a craft beer.
Steps made out of solid granite that look to be melted.
Yo, he said the thing. He said looks like. Well, if that's all the evidence for this conspiracy, let's just keep it rolling.
Concluded that it was not from erosion or continuously stepping on.
That's a very weird thing to say, considering that this is an example of both of those things. Because these steps have been walked on for at least 2,000 years. Despite being made of a softer rock, the steps from the Leaning Tower of Pisa aren't looking so hot after only about 600 years. So let's throw Occam's razor out the window and see what your explanation is.
Clear sign that there was nuclear weaponry.
This is the exterior of the Temple of Hathor.
How the fuck? Nuclear.
How is the outside?
The outside is still in.
I promise you, dear viewer, that you don't need to be an archaeologist in order to know that that is one of the worst explanations for anything, maybe ever.
He handed him a video. You know, he just saying, here you go, bro. Debunk.
So for example, right? I think it's the Sphinx. The Sphinx you're not allowed to go into, right? Now, with the Sphinx, the reason you aren't allowed to go into it is not because of a conspiracy. It's because niggas was grave robbing the Sphinx. They're like, scientists don't want you to know the truth about the Sphinx that we used to be farting.
No, it's probably because humans suck, bro. And we need to protect the. Or maybe it's soft rock in there. We need to protect the soft rock from being stepped on by thousands of tourists. Maybe it's, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Like, it was like, because I saw it was another Instagram reel. It was like, the dude responded, it's because before we started caring about archaeology and looking into it freely and heavily, people were just going in there stealing shit. And he was like, nuh-uh. The nigga literally commented NHUH.
No. Oh man, here we go, man. Oh, the sun doesn't exist. Let's hear it.
Do you guys believe that this sun is the real sun that we grew up with? This is a fake fucking sun.
What?
Ooh, that That's a good one. I can tell you with 1,000% confidence that this person is just fucking with us for internet clout, and it's working because they have 1.2 million followers. Okay. But this is just so hilarious that I can't not talk about it.
That's cool.
No way.
That's weird, right? A second sun, one sun right behind the other one. Yeah.
You want to know how to make that second sun disappear? You open the window that you are shooting through. This is what happens when you film the sun through glass. Fuck no,
that's exposure.
With me. I figured out how to adjust the brightness on my phone camera. The sun must not be real. You can even see each swipe they make as they change the exposure.
I don't even know what to say here.
What are you talking about?
I don't know.
Bro, I don't think she's faking it.
I hope to God she's faking it.
You know what?
I hope.
This keeps bringing me back to our ghost hunt videos, right? And I'm like, man, they were like, y'all gotta be faking these. I'm like, nah, bro, it's no point in faking it.
See that? I can
but no,
understand
I'm going somewhere with it. So they were like, man, these gotta be fake. And I'm like, nah, bro, I wouldn't do this if it was fake.
Right.
And then I sit and I think about this video I saw where a nigga got his head cleaned by a chair in a ghost hunt video. And I'm like, well, I can see why niggas would say it's fake.
Either, honestly. I've watched this video like 3 times now, and all I've taken away from it is a splitting migraine. I cannot believe that this is my job. Follow me, please.
W job, bro. W locks.
It's so stupid. It's not much he has to say or needs to say.
I think she gotta be playing. No, I think she believes it. I think she believes it. I've run into people who like.
Yeah, well, that face said either she's a very good actor or she really
like what is it? The firmament? Folks believe that's real.
What is the firmament?
That Earth isn't a circle. It's like a triangle at the bottom, and then it's like a cone.
All right.